Good morning, JCT brothers and sisters. Glad you stepped in to visit with us today. We're going to a little bit to talk about. We got Miss Tiffany with us here today, and thank you for tuning in to the Safety Mile with Jack and Kyle.
I'm Kyle.
And of course, I'm Jack. So let's go ahead and get started with the birthdays, and then we'll talk a little bit with Miss Tiffany.
Absolutely. So birthdays this week, guys. By the way, Merry Christmas. I hope it was great. For going into the new year, we've got David McCord with a birthday, Jerome Smith, Malcolm Bennett, Vramesha Griffin, Heriberto Augusto Velez with a birthday as well. Anthony Farina also has a birthday. Happy birthday, guys. Hope it's a great one.
Anthony, he's a character. Happy birthday, guys. Hope it's a good one. Okay, anniversaries. Here we go. 1 year anniversaries. That's going to be Crystal Coco Bell, Francisco Balabueno Aya. That's 1 year. Pat Lambert. That's going to be a 2 year. 4 years. I know these guys pretty good. Let's see. We'll start with Rodney Wilkinson. Then to the team of Brian and Tamara Smith. Of course, they're back and forth. I think they're taking turns in the truck right now, but they're heck of a team, great people. And then for our 7 year anniversary, that's going to be Mr. David Oliver. Man, thank you guys for hanging out with us and being dedicated. We appreciate you, and we're always here for you. So if you do need anything, don't hesitate to give Kyle a call.
Absolutely. Hey, let me hear it. All right. Hey, Tiffany. It's good to see you up here with us.
Great to be here.
If you guys don't know, this is Miss Tiffany. She is our face of orientation now.
There she is.
So we figured we'd bring her in so everybody out there can see if they are coming into orientation here at JCT. This is one of the first faces you're going to see.
Absolutely.
So, a little bit about orientation. So, I'm a brand new driver coming in. What are some of the things I need to have on my person day one when I get here to make sure we get everything going the way it's supposed to?
Mm-hmm.
Day one, when you get here, whether you're a company or lease driver, you're going to need to bring your license and social with you. Lease drivers, if you're going to have a business under your contract, you will need to bring your EIN, your letter from the IRS, and your articles of organization for your LLC. All drivers will need to bring a physical. That's going to entail your medical card and your long form. They'll collect that first thing that morning as well.
Awesome.
A few documents.
Okay, cool. That's good information.
Yeah, absolutely. Along with that, what kind of process or steps does it typically take to get a driver from the orientation room into the seat of the truck and out on the road? What does that usually look like?
You know, there's a few classes the drivers will go through. They'll go through a permits business contracts class. You learn a little bit about the Qualcomm, have a few Smith systems in there. You have operations there. You'll meet with the driver manager. They'll kind of give you a rundown of your day-to-day process here at JCT. And after that, it's kind of
Off and running.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Okay. And I know, like, a lot of times, our module system that we have that you do on the computer, a lot of the times the recruiter couldn't get that out. Sorry, the recruiter that visit with them, sets the driver up, they will go ahead and send that information ahead of time so they can get a lot of their orientation stuff kind of out of the way before they get there by going through those classes that are actually in the modules and stuff like that. So that's a great help to have that finished.
Yeah, it's very good help to have those videos finished. And if you can't have them finished in time for class, don't worry about that. And we do have computers you can log into to get those done. So
awesome.
Absolutely. You know, that's the starting point of many careers here, is just through that orientation room. You definitely want to bring in a good open mindset to learn and ask as many questions as possible, right?
Yeah.
Positivity goes a long way.
it does.
Good positive environment.
Yes.
Kyle, what do you got for us this week?
Well, I did want to kind of talk about, you know, we got the new year coming around, 2022's in the garbage bin, and we're moving into 2023, opening a new door into hopefully a great year for both of us as a company, as individuals as well. I kind of wanted to talk about specifically New Year's resolutions. You know, everybody's around here, they're getting their gym memberships that they'll use for maybe like 3 days and then maybe never again. But I wanted to talk about maybe things that we could see consistently, maybe even in the safety world, maybe a safety New Year's resolution. You know, this is the Safety Mile with...
There we go. Jack.
And, you know, I'm Kyle. So anyways, I was thinking, you know, I would like to see maybe something you could see for yourself. Maybe no training for the entire year. No training assigned to you, which would mean, of course, no, like, excessive speeding, no unsafe maneuvers out there. That would be something worth looking out for. Maybe even you consider, hey, I'm not going to miss a pre-trip this entire year. I'm going to do 15 minutes on that pre-trip every single day that I'm out there working. That way, Tracy's not going to get on me. Kyle's not going to get on me.
There you go.
Any of that stuff. What about you, Jack? You got anything up your sleeve?
That's awesome. No, I think we're doing pretty good there. Of course, now, new world, new day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Those guys, those speeding tickets and, unsafe following distances and accidents and stuff. I've got good news for you guys. You're not going to have to listen to me no more.
Yeah.
I don't do that no more. I got bad news for you guys. You got to deal with Justin.
No.
No, Justin's a good dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a positive thing. Moving into the new year now, I've been here almost 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
So I've worn many hats throughout as a driver here at JCT. Safety, leasing, safety, working with orientation, and now moving into the new year, I am just orientation. Full time.
Hey, there we go. We got a little team over here now.
You betcha. So moving forward with that, I just hope we can make some positive changes, create a positive attitude with orientation, and make that a more successful environment.
Absolutely.
And you were right a while ago, it all starts with attitude.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard this many times. Attitude's like a flat tire. You can't go nowhere until you change it.
Hey, all right. That's something else.
So hopefully we can do well with that. Safety-wise, one of the things, complacency tends to be a big issue that happens to drivers, especially around holiday time, because we've been to the same place 100,000 times, done the same thing every day. Every inch of every mile seems the same sometimes, but complacency creates some of the largest accidents and issues we see out there today. Blankly going into something where it looks the same, feels the same every day, day in and day out, it does kind of create that complacency where we're not paying attention the way we should. That's when we see a lot of guys, shippers and receivers, snagging those yellow poles. We've seen a few of those here lately.
Right.
Backing accidents where we're not really paying attention. We're just backing up. We wind up, backing into something that we shouldn't, and not following the proper steps of backing. Complacency, getting that blank stare through the windshield as we're cruising down the road. Mm-hmm. 3 seconds, we travel the length of a football field.
It's crazy.
That's a good bit of distance not to be paying attention to what's going on. Mm-hmm. And somebody else's mistake we could easily get caught up in it. And complacency, it's a wide range. It's everything from just an to fatality accident, and it happens in the blink of an eye. Mm-hmm. So just basically be space aware of what you're doing out there. That's kind of a big New Year's resolution for me as a company, wide, as far as drivers, to be just aware and on top of our game. Avoid that complacency, avoid those blank stares. That's really what I like to see, because then, we can be safer as a whole, right?
Yeah, sure. Any New Year's resolutions for you?
Oh, not yet.
Drink more water, maybe?
Drink more water. That's a good one. I need to do that for sure.
Me too.
More water.
Well, with that being said, guys, we're going to go ahead and close it out for this week. In the comments, guys, I want to hear what those New Year's resolutions are, whether they're safety or just hit the gym. Just what are they?
Absolutely. Yeah, we'd love to hear it. Drop a comment, drop a like, let us know what you think. We love you. Thanks, Tiffany, for joining. Thanks, Adam, for standing behind the camera. And we'll see you next week. All right, guys. See you.
Be safe, guys.